The Phantom of Hollow Hill Asylum. Prologue. Hollow Hill Asylum stood as a grim reminder of a darker era. Abandoned for decades, its crumbling walls and overgrown grounds were a stark contrast to the bustling town nearby. Legends told of restless spirits and chilling encounters, and few dared to venture near. Those who did often returned with tales of eerie noises, ghostly apparitions, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Chapter 1. The investigation begins. Elena Clark was a paranormal investigator with a fascination for haunted locations. When she heard about Hollow Hill Asylum, she knew she had to investigate. Together with her team, Mark, a tech expert, Lisa, a historian, and Chris, a skeptic, they planned an overnight stay to document any supernatural activity. Chapter 2. The Asylum's Dark History. Lisa delved into the asylum's history, uncovering disturbing stories of mistreatment, unethical experiments, and unexplained deaths. Built in the late 1800s, Hollow Hill had once housed hundreds of patients, many of whom were subjected to cruel treatments. Among the most notorious was Dr. Victor Harland, whose controversial methods led to numerous fatalities. The asylum was eventually shut down after a fire claimed the lives of several patients and staff. Chapter 3. First Night. The team arrived at Hollow Hill Asylum as the sun set, casting long shadows across the decaying building. Inside, the air was cold and damp, and the atmosphere heavy with a sense of foreboding. They set up their equipment, cameras, audio recorders, and EMF detectors, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. Chapter 4. The First Encounter. As night fell, the team began their investigation. Elena and Mark explored the East Wing, where the most severe cases were once treated. They heard faint whispers and the distant sound of footsteps, though no one else was present. In one of the old treatment rooms, Elena caught a glimpse of a figure in a white gown, disappearing through a wall. Chapter 5. Unsettling Discoveries. Meanwhile, Lisa and Chris examined the asylum's archives. They found records of Dr. Harlan's experiments, which included lobotomies, electroshock therapy, and other brutal treatments. Among the documents was a journal written by a nurse named Margaret, detailing her growing fear of Dr. Harlan and her suspicions of his sinister activities. Chapter 6. The haunting escalates. As the night wore on, the paranormal activity intensified. Doors slammed shut on their own, cold spots moved through the hallways, and shadowy figures flitted at the edges of their vision. Mark's EMF detector spiked repeatedly, indicating strong supernatural presence. The team's cameras captured orbs of light and inexplicable movements. Chapter 7. The Spirit of Margaret. Elena felt a strong connection to the spirit of Nurse Margaret, whose presence seemed protective. During a session with a spirit box, they received a clear message: "Help us." Margaret's spirit led them to a hidden room behind the old boiler, where they discovered the remains of several patients, evidence of Dr. Harlan's final, grisly experiments. Chapter 8. Dr. Harlan's Wrath. Disturbing the hidden room awakened a malevolent force. The temperature plummeted, and the asylum seemed to come alive with angry spirits. Dr. Harlan's ghost, malevolent and vengeful, manifested, attacking the team with violent poltergeist activity. Objects flew across the room, and the walls echoed with his sinister laughter. Chapter 9. Confronting the Evil. Elena realized they needed to perform a cleansing ritual to free the spirits trapped in the asylum. With Lisa's historical knowledge and Chris's reluctant assistance, they gathered the necessary materials. As they began the ritual, Dr. Harlan's ghost fought back, trying to break their circle and disrupt the incantation. Chapter 10: Liberation. In a climactic struggle, the team completed the ritual, banishing Dr. Harlan's spirit and releasing the souls of his victims. The asylum fell silent, the oppressive atmosphere lifting. The team felt a sense of peace as the spirits found rest, and Nurse Margaret's presence faded with a whisper of gratitude. Epilogue. The investigation at Hollow Hill Asylum left a profound impact on the team. They had faced true evil and emerged victorious, but not without scars. Elena's belief in the supernatural was reaffirmed, while Chris's skepticism was forever altered. They left the asylum, knowing they had brought closure to a tragic chapter of its history. The town of Hollow Hill, once shrouded in fear and mystery, began to heal. The asylum, now a relic of the past, stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring battle between light and darkness.